Okay, I'm just gonna start talking now. Hello, everyone. Let me switch scenes here. There we are. It's gonna take a bit for you guys to see me, though. I don't know if there's a way for me to... Okay, I have the latency as normal. That's probably why. Trap! Oh, thank you! Good luck at the doctors. Game Grooves is here. Hello, Game Grooves. Lacey's here too! Ah! Hello, my friends! Dritz, hey! Corey, I feel like... I really feel like Twitch actually doesn't have that bad of a delay, like latency. But I also have the stream latency as normal right now on YouTube. And I have normal, low, and ultra low. And I can't switch it right now. So we're just gonna have to deal with you guys being a little bit behind. I don't stream on YouTube often, so... Yay! It is 11 o'clock. Alright. Lower it a little bit. Maybe even a little more. I realize now that that track is kind of quiet compared to others. Alright, we're just gonna keep this going, this music. But yeah, hope everyone's been doing well. Release day hype, yes. I stayed up till midnight. Well, I stayed up till past midnight. But I stayed up till midnight so that I could release the pre-order on Bandcamp because I had to do that manually. But everything else should be live now. If it's not, please let me know. But it should be on Apple Music, iTunes. It's definitely on Spotify. I checked that. So should be on all the digital platforms. And then yeah, if you do end up getting the album on Bandcamp, you'll get an extra track. If you get the physical on Bandcamp, you will also get a digital download. Because it's kind of included. I don't know, the way Bandcamp has it, it's kind of like you get the physical, well, you get the digital too. Hello, I'm not sure how to say your name. Eimer? But hello. The party's here. Thank you, Lacey. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a long, like, 10 months. So, I don't know. I kind of just want to chat with you guys while we're waiting for the premiere, because we're going to premiere Scars of Time at noon, my time. It is 11:02 right now, so we got 58 minutes to just chat, chill, relax. But I kind of just want to walk through just how I came around this idea to make a Chrono Cross album. So it actually started when I was trying to make I should say remake my cover of The Girl Who Stole the Stars, or Star Stealing Girl from Chrono Cross. I had done a cover of that way back in, I think, 2014, I want to say. And I did like the arrangement back then. It was pretty short cover. I just played through it once. I didn't loop it or anything. And I don't know. For some reason, I just felt like taking something that I had done already and then just revamping it. I've done that before with like my Prelude cover and things like that. So yeah, I just decided to do The Girl Who Stole the Stars. I basically did the one-for-one for the arrangement in 2014. I basically copied, pasted that, but re-recorded everything. And I did the piano part. And then the second half, I just decided to, add my own flair to it, which is what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, I want to say like year or 2 years, something like that. I'm trying to like inject a little bit of Terra in there. So I did that, and I really liked how it turned out. And I was just like, man, this track is so good. And it made me want to listen to the rest of the Chrono Cross like soundtrack, because obviously I know a couple tracks here and there. I know Scars of Time. I know Radical Dreamers. I know Dream of the Shore, because I had already covered that one when I was in Korea. So I knew that there's some really good tracks in there. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna listen to the OST and just like see what I think. I ended up making a list of tracks that I felt like I could cover, or not make better, but just kind of turn into my own style. And yeah, from there, I was like, you know what? I kind of just want to make an album. Like, wouldn't that be cool? So I tried to keep it secret for as long as I could. I mean, when I had a lot of collaborators on this album, so I had to obviously tell them that it was going to be for an album. But other than that, I didn't really tell too many other people. I wanted to keep it secret and then just be like, bam, new album. Here you go. So yeah, it was my first time making a full album. And the timeline, I mean, 10 months, that's actually a lot better than I thought I would do. So who knows? Thank you, Emil. Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading chat now. I decided to do this color. I mean, we could change it. We can make it like a dark blue, right? But I just felt like this blue is very, that reminds me of the ocean, of the sea, of like Chrono Cross, I guess. Haven't played the game, but I've watched the Let's Play. I haven't finished watching that Let's Play, but I feel like the Let's Player is close to the end of the game, so Twitch is better, but I can't like redirect you guys to the premiere on YouTube if I stream on Twitch. Like, YouTube has like this thing where it should like you stay on here like after, and then it should just automatically redirect you guys to the premiere. I'm not sure if I have to stop streaming for that to happen or what, but we'll kind of just see what happens. I'll definitely still be pasting the link in the chat, and you know, just in case it doesn't, you know, redirect you guys. But Mitsuda is amazing. Yeah, very nice surprise. Yay! Yeah, so I wanted to do an album as like a tribute, I guess, to Mitsuda. So I actually was thinking of doing Chrono Trigger first, but I know so many people who have already done Chrono Trigger albums, and you know, Chrono Trigger is the more well-known, you know, game. Like, just in general, it's more popular than Chrono Cross was. And I just kind of wanted to do something different, something that most people haven't really done. Like, I know TPR, he's a pianist on YouTube. I'm pretty sure he's done a Chrono Cross album, and there's maybe like 1 or 2 others when I was looking on Spotify, but like Chrono Trigger, there's like a lot more. So I don't know, I just wanted to give it my own treatment. I felt like it would stand out from the other albums that were out there for Chrono Cross, so. Really? Well, I don't think I'm 3 minutes late. I hope not. I should have changed the latency to low. Goodness. But yeah, that's kind of just like my thought process on making the album, and then having to figure out how many tracks I wanted. Like, I wanted like, you know, 9, 10, like around there. I just didn't know if I was gonna do, you know, 10. Was I gonna do 11? Was I gonna do 12? It kind of all depended on how much time I had. So I spent, yeah, pretty much from November all the way until the end of July, just making sure everything was good. You know, I sent all the parts to collaborators, and I had to wait for them to get their parts back to me, and then I'd start recording and everything like that. So really, if it wasn't for the collaborators, like, this album probably would have taken a lot longer. Like, if I had to do all the piano parts and stuff, like, yeah. There's a reason why I delegated to like guitarists and pianists, because I just didn't have the time to do all the piano parts myself. Right? It surprises me too. Like, everyone has commented on, like, the OST itself, like, on YouTube and stuff. I see so many comments saying, like, Chrono Cross is the best OST, best soundtrack, best... So I'm like, okay, this isn't really, like, a subjective thing. It seems like a lot of people think this. So you'd think that there'd be more people, you know, actually doing covers, but, I don't know. I do not know. I'm just glad that I was able to, you know, get my style and get the album out because I think it deserves it. You know, the original soundtrack, the compositions are so good. It deserves to get more attention, to be covered, you know? So. Yeah, Corey, I think it might be a combination of the latency, but also maybe you, because when I'm looking at the live right here, it's about 25 seconds. So here we go. Here, I'll make this a little bit louder. This is the track that started it all, guys. Game Groove's Chrono Cross album? Should. I mean, I'll be posting probably about 6 Chrono Cross videos, music videos. 5 or 6. And that'll be a good backlog for me. So, you gotta promote, you know? Actually gonna lower it a little bit. That should be good. Oh man. Yeah, I know. A lot of albums. I'm surprised that it's taking me this long to actually make a full album, like a cover album. So, I've been behind, man. Like, Ro's been doing albums for a long time. Julia did, like, an EP a few years back in 2019, she did one. You know, Carlos has been doing cover albums. He just goes above and beyond. I don't know how he did so many tracks for the Synovation. I'm like, how did you do that in the amount of time that you did? I do not understand. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself for actually finishing this. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to do it. So I kind of took it on as like a challenge and to prove myself that I can actually finish what I start. So that is very true. Carlos is not human. That is very, very true. He doesn't count. Right. Man. But yeah, I want to know what you guys are looking forward to hearing or seeing on my channel in terms of the album, the Chrono Cross album. If you haven't listened to it yet, I would love to know what you are most excited to listen to. And I can let you know if there's going to be a music video for it. I should also check and see if I can load up your site now, Game Grooves. Oh, see, now it loads. So something happened. It was not loading for me on any device before, so you want to hear all of it. Alright, I'm gonna read this. Should I read it out loud? What do you guys think? I could totally read it out loud. I'm excited to read it. Not exactly the best track to read a review on top of, but yes, Lacey. Reminiscence was fun. Departed Ones was also really, really cool. Like, I never worked with a harpist before, so that was really, really cool. Up to me. Okay, well, we're gonna do it. Go ahead, I say. Okay. Alright, here we go. This is from Game Grooves. From his website. Did a review of the album. So, Game Grooves says, with this review, I want to tell a story. Not the story of how Crossing Worlds came to be, but rather my experience with it. To tell that, I'm going to need some information that I learned from TeraCMusic's recent Game Grooves Uncovered podcast. If you haven't looked at that or listened to that, you should definitely do that. That was with Ro. So there are some slight spoilers in this review for those who care. Yeah. While Tera gave me a review copy of the album weeks ago, I wasn't able to hear it in full until just recently. I was taking a trip through the mountains of Western Maryland and relishing every moment of her podcast and the Game Brass podcast too. At the end of our discussion with podcast host Ro, I found myself compelled to listen to Crossing Worlds, despite spotty self-reception, and I'm so glad that I did. Music has this amazing ability to recontextualize our experiences, and in this case, I felt a sense of discovery as I drove through somewhat familiar territory. I was no longer in Western Maryland. I was transported to another world, thanks to Tera's skillful and emotive arrangements. Like Tera, I knew a few Chrono Cross tracks from spending time in the VGM community, but this album introduced me to new gems like Arnie, Homeworld, that's a good one, that's with Thunder Scott, Departed Souls, which is, I'm gonna skip this. Okay, this is a good one. Departed Souls, or The Departed Ones, which is with Samantha Ballard, and Bound by Fate, which is includes, what do we got? We got Andy Rue on bass and Israfel Cello on the cello. Also, I should emphasize the emotions I experienced while listening to this album. Despite never having played Chrono Cross myself, I felt loss, sadness, joy, serenity, and awe. Therein lies the magic of video game music, and especially video game covers. Like all great musicians, Tera is a storyteller, and despite having limited familiarity with the source story, i.e. Chrono Cross, I felt absorbed by this retelling of it. Think of your favorite tales that have been told and retold countless times. King Arthur, Robin Hood, Cinderella, etc. Each storyteller adds their own embellishments and sensibilities, and likewise cover artists add themselves to the source material, creating something new and exciting. In this way, the stories or songs stay alive and in our collective consciousness. Crossing Worlds doesn't just pay tribute to the music of Yasunori Mitsuda, it introduces a whole new audience, myself included, to its world and characters via its music. I could spend several paragraphs talking about every facet of this album, but that would be a waste of time, because if you haven't heard this album yet, you need to stop taking my word for it and listen to it yourself. As so it happens, I have 3 Bandcamp codes, oh snap, for any eager readers. For the rest of you, find this album on your platform of choice and let TeraCMusic tell you a story that you won't soon forget. Oh, for fans of Chrono Cross, Patty Rodesil, Julia Henderson. Those are good, because Patty did a Reminiscence album, so she had at least one Chrono Cross track on that, and then Julia did Chrono Trigger. And then he's got the album. So, here's the thing though, the Bandcamp codes, I think it's just a one-time use, right? I've never even actually done Bandcamp codes before, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's a one-time use. So it's like whoever nabs those codes, you get a the free album on Bandcamp. Lacey's like, Fire Emblem, yes. And then I switch it. Like all great musicians, Tara's not physically aged in the past 10 years. Joshua. I mean, I've aged. I have aged. My eyebrows are not as full as they used to be. And I've definitely had my fair share of gray hairs, or technically they're white hairs. They're not gray, they're full on white. One-time use, okay. That's what I thought. So whoever gets to those codes, you lucked out. Thank you so much for that review, Game Grooves. I really appreciate it. That was so like heartwarming. I'm just so glad that you liked the album. Got it. Yeah, you're just like, leave it to the masses. Whoever gets it, gets it. I like it. But yeah, I don't know. You guys have questions for me? We could turn this into an AMA sort of thing while we wait. I'm so excited to actually have you guys watch Scars of Time, though, because I filmed that on the beach in California with the help of my boyfriend. And yeah, I feel like it turned out pretty darn well. We're still trying to get used to filming outdoors. Like, I understand more and learned a lot from filming. Well, I also like doing the flowers blooming in the church as well. I did that in the same trip. But after filming those two videos, like, I feel like I'm a lot better at doing stuff outside. But yeah, I still think that the footage came out pretty well. So, one code's gone. Ideas for your next projects. So, I've seen Carlos and Sab and a couple other people do originals. I would love to do an original album next. That might take a while, though. So, yay! Emil, you got it? Nice. Yay! Metro got one, too. Alright, then maybe there's probably one more. Lacey's like, yes. Yeah, there's really not much I can do in Nevada in terms of shooting outdoors. Like, it's still too hot here. It's like, it's 98 right now. I get burned kind of easily, like, especially here. I have to literally either put sunscreen on my scalp or wear a hat because otherwise it gets burned. Yeah, so it's gonna be 106 today. It's gonna get up to like 109 on Friday and Saturday. So it's still pretty darn hot here in Nevada. So I don't want to be filming in the heat, you know? And if I did anything like that, well, first I'd wait till I get cooler, but I'd probably film it like Red Rock or something if I wanted to do like a Cosmo Canyon cover, which technically I have a Cosmo Canyon cover, but I would probably redo it, and then I would probably film for it. That would be cool to film like in Nevada for that, but yes, working with some friends. Lacey, you know it. Any track from the game that you would have liked to do but had to leave out? Okay, that's a good question. Very good question. No problem, Emil. Yes, Ro actually did the editing for Scars of Time, so... but yay, Ro! Thank you for popping in! Okay, so any track from the game that I would have liked to do but had to leave out. Oh, man. For that, I will have to go to my spreadsheet. Because I had a couple that were tentative that I was like, you know what? I could do it. Let me see what I've got here. There are a couple. So the one that I'm still gonna do, probably with Ro, but later, so maybe like November, December, I would love to do Dilemma or Peril. That's a really, really cool one. That's a battle. Technically, it's a battle track, battle theme. But it's one of the good battle themes. I just did not have time. I had it in the album, and then at the last minute, I actually switched it out to do Arnie instead. So it's interesting. I wouldn't have been able to work with Thunderscott if I didn't switch it. So, but yeah, Dilemma's on here. Something that I would love to do with Ro at some point. Yeah, no problem, Metro. Yeah, no, I can get tan. Like, I am actually tan. It doesn't look it, but I am tan. Like, yeah, if you look at... You can see the difference, right? So. And then, okay, so I've got... Yeah, I got a couple here. I had, Burning Orphanage as a possibility. Lost Fragments I would have loved to do. That would have been really, really nice. Because it's basically Scars of Time, but a slower version. And I would have played the melody on the viola. Because that would have sounded really pretty. Whirlwind is so... Whirlwind is just not that great. I don't know. Oh, I never lived in Oregon. I lived in New York for most of my life. Not New York City, though. It was upstate New York. So, like, near Canada. That's where I was for a long time. Then I went to South Korea for 2 years. And then when I was in South Korea, my parents retired and moved to basically to Nevada, to Vegas. So I had no choice but, you know, go here as well. Come here, I should say. Come here as well. After my contract ended in South Korea. So I've been here ever since. I didn't really like Whirlwind that much, so. But yeah, what else do I have? Oh, Garden of the Gods. That was definitely one I wanted to do. But I already did a cover of that with SPG, actually. It was String Player Gamer. We did that a few years ago, and I really, really like his arrangement. So I didn't really want to do it again because I felt like if I were to do it again, I would probably accidentally borrow something from his arrangement. You know what I mean? Because his arrangement's so good. That's okay, Dritz. No worries. Then I also got Narrow Space Between Dimensions, Death Volcano, Dead Sea, Frozen Flame, and Dragon God. Those were all tentatives. There's a lot of good tracks on this freaking soundtrack, man. It was hard for me to actually narrow it down to just, you know, the 11 that I ended up doing. He is great. He is so, so good. I'm actually, I'm gonna be doing something with him later next month. So that's gonna be exciting. Is there a Chrono Cross you wish to do? But it's not it. Corey, I don't quite understand your question because Chrono Cross, the whole soundtrack is licensable. And the artist was just one composer. It was Mitsuda. It's not the best battle theme. Definitely not his forte. Yeah, I don't know. I guess battle themes aren't really his forte. But in a sense, like, the Chrono Trigger... Oh yeah, this is also on the album. Let me raise it a little. The Chrono Trigger battle theme was alright. The bass line, I think, made it work. There we go. Shore of Dreams. Yeah! It's exciting. I actually want to work with him on a Genshin Impact track. I want him to do vocals for the night version of the main theme, like the title screen, you know? That doo 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 doo. That one I would love to have him on. I just haven't finished the arrangement myself, so I need to get on that, and then he'll be able to get his parts to me. Yes. Yeah. I agree. Just checking my Bandcamp. Don't care about that. Don't care about that either. Yeah, Shore of Dreams. I'm so glad I was able to get that done in Korea and film it in Korea. Because it's like, that's the overworld theme for when you're in another world. And I was in Korea, and so to me it was like a whole nother world. So I liked that parallel. So I'm really glad that I was able to get that music video out when I was actually living there. I went to Malipo Beach, which is like 15-minute drive maybe from where I was staying in Taean. So I was close to a beach. It was actually really nice. I didn't have to travel too far to get to, you know, to the location. So, and Malipo Beach, it was interesting because there was actually a pretty bad oil spill at Malipo like a few years prior. And people literally, they came together as a community. They all came together and helped clean the ocean from the oil spill. And so now it's completely swimmable. Like it wasn't before, but everyone came together and worked together, and now you can swim in it because they all helped out. So it's like, man, that's something that you'd probably never see in the States. Like, it's crazy. But they're all about like the community, the whole, you know, that's very deeply rooted in their culture. So I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah. Yeah, Mitsuda does have like a very specific style. For sure. He's such a great composer. I know he's working on something right now. I don't know what, though. So I'm excited to find out whatever it is. But I know he's been in, like, recording studios and at, like, orchestra playing sessions. The Tokyo Symphony Orchestra. I think they're performing something for him. So, or I should say they're recording. Doing a studio recording of the orchestra. But yeah, I'm excited. I want to know what he's working on right now. Any other questions for me? Let me know. What I will do though, let me actually pull up my Premiere page here just so that I have that set ready to go. Thomas, hey, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, let me copy link. Okay, so I got that copied. Sab's here. Hey, Sab. Thank you so much. Oh, I see what you mean, Corey. Yeah, no, Chrono Cross was one of those older games, so it was just one composer, and it was all Mitsuda. I should probably add more things to my playlist. Okay, hold on. Do that one. And I'll add this one. I need to be better at my my Spotify playlists here. I think I already have it in here. No, maybe not. Alright, there we go. We should be good. Got some variety now. Yeah, we have Bluebird. This is from 2015, I want to say? Is it 2000? No, I'm pretty sure it's 2015. 14 or 15, but I'm pretty sure it's 15. Still one of my best performing covers on Spotify. Like, if I were to look, I'm pretty sure we're almost at 2 million streams total. That's crazy. There we go. I got some all-time streams for the album. Nice. It should be on the release radar for Friday, I'm assuming. Alright, Spotify, you want to load? So I can switch? No? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, I guess. There we are. Yeah, if I were to look... 1.93 million streams for Bluebird on Spotify. So we're getting close. Getting close to that 2 mil. It's ridiculous. I was not expecting it to do that well. Crazy. But that's also not on my TeraCMusic profile. It's on my TeraCMusic profile. I had some I don't know, I went through a phase, I guess, where I was like, I should probably use my full name. Everyone's using their full name. And I was like, wait, maybe I shouldn't. So I had a couple things on TeraCMusic, but pretty much everything from now on will be on TeraCMusic. Never heard that one before? Yeah, it's from the past. Yeah. Right? Yeah, and being able to work with Tsuko, that was so freaking cool. Like, I'm so glad I got to work with him. Granted, I was like, can you beatbox? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. Beatbox on this. Because I wanted it to be true, like, a cappella, if you will. So, yeah, Crimson Loftwing's a good one. I just added it, actually, to this playlist. And I added a couple of my other more recent ones. Okay, this is not my playlist. Excuse me. Excuse me, what happened? I said play from my playlist. Okay, we already did. That's not all of them. I just added a bunch. There we go. It's because it thought that the playlist was over, but it wasn't because I added more songs. Yes! Alright, we got like 22 minutes? So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quickly research and find out if I have to end the stream for you guys to get redirected, or if it just redirects you even with the stream's not over. I don't really know. So let's find out, shall we? Okay, so it tells me to tell you guys that when the live stream ends, wait for about 2 seconds for the screens to reload to the premiere. Oh, I can pin a live chat message. Okay, that's good. I'll do that. Hold on. Good idea, YouTube. do that, and then I should be able to pin it. There we go. So now it should be the top message. Yeah, I see it now. Cool! I'm so glad that I got this cover done, too. Brooke did such a great job with the oboe. We're getting there, guys. I'm excited. Oh, you know what? Let me just actually open it in a whole new tab here. There we are. Oh, I'm excited. It's gonna be such fun. All right, so I will go and I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about the album while we're waiting. So the track that was honestly the hardest one for me to like make, like sound good, mix, and Julia said that it was like the most, not difficult, but probably the one that took her the most work to master, is actually the bonus track, which is Dreams of the Ages. That one was a pain in the butt. I tried really hard to make it sound similar enough to the original, but it was hard getting that, like, the levels right, because it was so dynamically like one level, where most of the other tracks were like starts off slow and then it builds, right? But this one was like from the start and throughout the whole thing, it's like just one loudness level. And I tried really hard to like still make it sound good, but that one I don't regret doing because, you know, it's still a freaking great track, but it was the one that gave me the most trouble in general, just with my arrangement of it and everything. I do love it though. And then the one that was probably the easiest for me to at least mix, probably Reminiscence. Because Reminiscence is literally 3 instruments. It's piano, like Ruby's piano, then my violin and viola, and that's it. So that was pretty bare bones, and it was really easy for me to record and mix that one. So yeah, Octopath, the music is so good. Ridley, hey! Finally able to visit your stream. Really loving your covers. Excited for your new album. Seen the original Chrono Trigger, but never Chrono Cross. This tracks are brand new to me. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, there's Chrono Cross still by Mitsuda. So there's some really great tracks in there. So yeah, I'm excited for you to hear the album. Awesome, awesome. Man. And let me see what I got here. For this album, I did work with quite a few new people that I had never worked with before. So Hugo J, like, I have worked with him, but it was usually on his channel. So he's never actually been on my channel. So that was kind of cool to get him on for Scars of Time, which you'll be able to see when the premiere happens in about 17 minutes. Then we got Thunder Scott. Like I said, we've been wanting to work together for a while and finally made it happen with Arnie Village. And that one, again, was not even on my list to cover. I think it was like kind of like a tentative, like almost like sure if I have time I'll do Arnie as well. But then I swapped out Dilemma and I just put Arnie in instead. So yeah, I got to work with Scoot for that one. Obviously, I've worked with Purple Shala before. Samantha Ballard, again, never worked with a harpist before, so it was really, really cool to work with her. She actually, when I sent her the sheet music and stuff and she was practicing it, she gave me some really good tips of like little tweaks to make to the sheet music that was just a little bit more geared towards the harp in general. So I learned quite a bit from her advice and the little tweaks that she said that I could do to make it a little bit easier. So that was really cool. Working with Samantha was such a pleasure. Then for Goldove, Another World, I worked with Torby Brand for the first time, and he's a pianist who did a really great job. That one actually, I already have the music video done for, so that one's probably going to release next Wednesday. We're going to try Wednesdays for a bit and see how the performance is, because Saturdays, I feel like I don't get a lot of traction. And I believe most of my audience is on YouTube on Thursday. So I feel like if I do Wednesday, like afternoon, maybe Thursday, a lot of people will see it. Samantha she's such a sweetheart. She's so cool. Like, it makes me want to learn harp, honestly. It seems like such a cool instrument. Okay, we already listened to this. Already listened to that. Already listened to that. Already listened to that. Okay, there we go. Goodness. I should have added more tracks to my playlist. But yeah, so I worked with Torby, so that video's all set. We'll probably release on the 1st? Probably. September 1st. So I'm excited for that because I filmed outdoors for that actually in my backyard. So I didn't have any help. I just kind of did it myself and edited it myself as well. So that one's gonna be fun. Can't wait for you guys to see that one. Then Bound by Fate. I've worked with Israfel Cello before, but I worked with Andy Rue for the first time, and he played the bass for that. And Bound by Fate, man, that track, just the original, it's so heavy. Like, it really gets to you. Like, you can feel that, like, that emotion. So they both of them, Israfel Cello and Andy, like, they both did a really great job with their parts. Yeah, Davin, hey. Is it Davin or Davin? It's probably Davin, isn't it? Yeah, harps are expensive. But yeah, I usually stream on Twitch, but today, since we got the premiere in like 14 minutes, we'll just have, we're just streaming here, and then it'll redirect you, hopefully, to the premiere. Zelda plays the harp sometimes. That's true. That's true. Well, in Skyward Sword, she plays like the little harp. Josh is here. Hey, how are you? Oh my gosh. So nice to see you in here. Okay, we got, well, actually, the last two collaborators I've worked with before. Jeremiah Barkus, he played the cello for Life, A Distant Promise. That's a really good track. Like, again, Mitsuda, genius. Turning the melody from Radical Dreamers into an ostinato. What the heck? So amazing. Yeah, I usually do Twitch, but every so often I will stream on YouTube as well. Yeah, lyre, there we go. Thank you, Emil. I was like, I don't know the word for it, but it's like a small harp. Yep, and then lastly, Radical Dreamers. We got Checker Checker on there, and I've worked with Checker Checker is it 2 times or once? Is it just the once? I think it's just the one time. We did Suteki Dane together. Oh, Crimson Loftwing again. That's right, we'll listen to it. Yeah, it's so good. He really is. And again, I cannot wait to find out what he's working on right now, because he's definitely working on something. He actually, like, accepted my friend request on Facebook, and I was like, oh my god, I'm friends with Mitsuda. So, I see him posting every so often. He has, like, an owl, I think, which is kind of cool. And then, yeah, he's been posting some pictures about being in, like, a recording studio with an orchestra. So, something's happening. I don't know what, but... Oh, yeah, sweet. Yeah, my email. I forgot that I had scheduled that email. I'm glad that you got it, though. There was actually an issue where I had sent it, a different email, the email from a few days before. I had sent it, and it said that it sent, but it said no one had opened it, and I didn't even get it in my email either, so I was like, what's wrong. Something's wrong. So I had to ask Colby, who is like helping me run the site. So he had me do a couple things here and there to kind of separate it from his mailing thing. So I tried to resend that other email from a few days ago, and it sent, and I was like, okay, we're good. So I'm glad that you got it. I'm sure a lot of people, it's in their spam. Don't really know what to do about that. I don't want to pay all this extra money just to make sure that it doesn't get flagged as spam, but thank you though, Josh. I'm so glad. I'm happy that you saw the email, and I'm glad that you bought it. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Ramune, right? Yeah, Sab knows. I'm not like the kind of person who like advertises that or like boasts about it, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted to even send him like the album, but I'm like, that feels a little too... Oh, okay, got 10 minutes. Here, we're gonna switch. Because I think that was all of it. Oh no, we didn't do Kaine though, did we? Let's do Kaine. And then I'll switch. 10 minutes, guys! Ah! But yeah, I just didn't want to feel like I'm promoting myself, like I don't know, I just like, if he finds out that I did it, cool, but I don't want to be the one to like send it to him, you know what I mean? I just feel weird about that. I would love it if he found out, but I don't want to be the one to tell him. Alright, Corey, thank you so much for hanging out, I appreciate it. Have a good day at work. Yeah, true. Of course. I should know that you would know. Mitsuda is so good. Yep, same, Thomas. You and me both. Uematsu and Mitsuda. Like, Uematsu... Oh, my nose is itchy. Which usually means I'm probably gonna sneeze soon. Uematsu was, like, my top for a long while. And then I listened to Chrono Trigger, and I liked Mitsuda a lot. But now, after the album, listening to Chrono Cross and doing the album, I'm pretty sure that Mitsuda and Uematsu are like tied, because like Uematsu has some great stuff, Mitsuda has some great stuff as well, so it's hard for me to choose. So yeah, they're both way up there, but like Yasunori Nishiki also definitely up there. Octopath Traveler composer. Such good tracks. What the heck? So crazy. Yeah. They're like, I don't know, they're at the forefront of it all, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Emil knows. I also like Tomoki Miyoshi. He did the I Am Setsuna. He did Lost Sphere. I think those are the two that he's done. I thought he was gonna do Oninaki as well, but I think they got a different composer for Oninaki. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. Like, for being a piano only, especially for I Am Setsuna, he's got some really great piano compositions. Takeru Kanazaki? Who is that? I actually really am loving, I think it's Kitagawa, who did like the Ace Attorney tracks, especially like the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles that I just finished with my boyfriend. The music is so freaking good. I'm like, what is going on? Why are so many of these composers just nailing it? Like, especially because Kitagawa did a lot of string-heavy stuff for the new Ace Attorney games that came out on the Switch recently. I'm like, man, this is right up my alley. There's so many good things I could cover, and it's licensable. I'm like, yes. Yeah, Koji Kondo, of course. Yep, that's for Xenoblade. Yep, Manami, Kyoto, and Ace. Kikuta Shimomura. Yep, of course, Yoko Shimomura. Kanazaki is the lead composer for... Oh, there it is. Yep, I definitely agree then, Emil. Some great stuff in Echoes and Three Houses. Fates has some good music too. Yeah, Ace Attorney music is so good. Yes, Nier as well. Man, see, it's just like there's so many good composers. I will never have enough time to cover them all. No, I do agree. Echoes had some very, very like unique, and I don't even know how to explain it. Like the music just grabbed me even more. Although Awakening, like the And What If I Can't, that one pulled at me for sure when I listened to it in the game. That track, that's why I covered it, because I was like, holy crap, this is gorgeous. But Echoes had more tracks where I felt like that, for sure. And Three Houses too. Three Houses has some good stuff. Yes! Wait, from Ace Attorney, Lacey? Danganronpa, I haven't played it, but I've watched people play 1, and I kind of remember 2 as well. I wouldn't be able to play it myself, I don't think. Like, I'm not good on gore. So, even if it's cartoon gore, I'm still like, eh. I watched Attack on Titan for a bit, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can get used to it. Motoi Sakuraba? Yes, Tails. Yeah, if my boyfriend were here, he would be like, yes. Yes. Fightin' Kaidos. Yep. If he was here, he would totally agree with you, Emil. He's working right now. I think he's at a meeting right now, so. Yes, 4 minutes. So I think what I'll do, technically the premiere should start, like it should give us the 2-minute countdown thing. So I'll probably end stream as soon as it hits noon for me. And then you guys just stay here, because it should redirect you after a few seconds. It should just redirect you to the premiere. But again, if not, maybe have another tab open or something like that with the actual premiere. And I do have it pinned on the chat, the top of the chat. Echoes had some absolute bangers. Credits theme gets me all emotional. Yep, that's very true. I did finish Echoes. So, yes, Lacey, let's go. I want to know what track it is. There's so many good ones. Alright, what do we got next? Alright, this actually might be perfect. We'll listen to The Girl Who Stole the Stars one more time. And then that should be perfect, because it's about 3 minutes long. So it should end right when it's noon, hopefully. Yay! But yeah, I'm planning on deduction. It's more than just deduction though. I forget the full title of it. But it's one of the deduction themes. And then there's a couple other ones that when I was listening to it, especially for the last case, I was like, dang, they pulled out all the stops for this. Nier, hey! Glad you could stop in! We got a few minutes before the premiere of of my music video. So just chill, hang out. When I end the stream in a few minutes, it should redirect you to the premiere. Confess the Truth. Ooh, okay, I'll have to listen to that one. Ace Attorney, Confess the Truth. Sweet. I will definitely listen to that after. But yeah, for me, I've got... Well, actually, you know what? I have a playlist of it. Give me a second. It's too many YouTube tabs! Ah! I'll show you, or I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing. Okay, so Beyond Deduction's Logic is the one that I'm working on right now. But I also have Partners, The Game is Afoot. And then The Great Secret Trial, Court Begins. Those are the 3 that I have on here of possible ones. So, yeah, it's such a good game. The second game was so good. First game was like, eh. It was okay. It was so slow. I already knew the answer, and I wanted to just, like, give him the answer, but we had to go through step by step. It was a lot of hand-holding, and I didn't like it as much. Second game was a lot better, though. Oh, snap! We're almost there. It's 11:59. All right, I'm pausing that. Oh my god, it's exactly noon. Okay, I'm going to stop streaming. Thank you guys for hanging out. Again, stay here. It should redirect you to the actual premiere page, okay? Love you guys. I'll see you over there.